Hello, past self here. These old things, don't even worry about it. It's just part of me now. I'm much smarter with these on. Anyways, um, credit number two achieved. I handed in my grade 10 math yesterday and went back there today, got the results. Well, actually, yeah, I got the results. I went there and he was like quickly marking them all because he said that he would do it by then, and he didn't do them yet. But I passed. I passed with pretty good colors, 99% throughout the whole thing. There was like maybe three three or four tests that I got 100% on, and then there was a couple, like one that I got wrong and two that I got wrong. So when he marked it and we were about to move forward, he I asked him, "Can I take a look at the ones that I got wrong just cuz I'm curious, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, of course." So we go through them. A lot of them were just the way that it was worded, and of course it is. But all the ones that I was like overthinking and being like, I don't know if I got this one right, just because it's just so easy. But I always think that because I'm an overthinker at heart, so I overthink, and then I am stuck on the same question, even though I got the answer right, and then like 20 minutes after that, I'm still thinking about it. All of those got right. Like all of them got right. The ones that I got wrong, I did one that I subtracted wrong. Like even just looking at it, I'm like, oh yeah, like I don't know what I did wrong, but it was just simply a subtraction, uh, like two subtract one. It's a little bit. It wasn't that simple, but it was close to that because it had to do with decimal points and stuff like that. So I got that one wrong, and then I got a couple other wrong, and it was just by the way it was worded, like 100%. And he was saying that too. He's like, well, the ones that were on online, he said, they're worded differently. It's like the same question, but just worded differently. And the ones on paper, the ones that I'm doing, were a little bit weird in the way that they're worded. And I'm doing them on paper because that's math is best done on paper, 100% best done on paper. And so we're going through them, and he's giving all of the reasons as to why this one's wrong, right? And we get to one, and he's like, and this one's wrong, and I'm like, are you sure about that? And he read the question himself, and he looks at the problem because it's a question with like a diagram, and he looks at it and he's like, wait a minute. And he rereads the question, he figures it all out for himself, and he's like, no, you know what, no, I don't know why I marked that one wrong. So I'm like, thank you. And that's super appreciated. Like I like super appreciated that he like everyone freaking makes mistakes, right? I talked about this about the English teacher, and now it's with the math teacher, and that's not going to change. Like that's like if it was a pass or a fail, if it was that difference, sure, I would have been a little bit more pissed at that, but it's not. I don't think it would have changed my final score. The whole test, I think the longest test that I had to do, and the marks were out of 53. Usually they were like 30 something, maybe 40, but this one was 53 marks. So that just changed 50 out of 53 to 51 out of 53. So it's not going to probably make a big difference. Maybe it will, but I don't care. That's good that he caught that and that he was, willing to change that right on the fly, and like, but that just from those two experiences, right? Because I had this with the English teacher and now with the math teacher. From this point on, and I kind of already had this in my mind too, But from this point on, I'm just going to question everything. Question why I'm marked the way I'm marked, right? And that's going to be with any teacher, because especially like when things are subjective, I guess even when things are subjective, I'll question them because it's like, why do you think this way? But also, if things are like true fact, like math is, then I'll also question it because I'm like, well, I need to understand these principles then, right? And it obviously depends on what teacher or teacher, whatever. But yay, I passed with 99% over 7 tests. Now it's on to grade 11 math. Grade 11 math. So I have just shy of... Oh, never mind. Hold on. I'm all over the place. My brain is like everywhere. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at this. So here are the tests. I don't know, man. Like, there's 9 of them this time. There's 3 and then a midterm and then a final exam. So there's 9 in total. And last time I was able to do a test probably with an average of 2 hours, I would guess. And so that took me 14 hours total. 7 evenings. I need to set aside 7 evenings for that. So this is only 9 evenings, I hope. I think it's doable. Like, I have just shy of 2 months. I have about 7 weeks. About 7 weeks, 7 weeks. To do grade 11 math and grade 11 English. And English, she keeps saying that it's super easy, it's hard to fail. It's like, well, you don't know me. I can surprise myself with how badly I fail sometimes. So, yeah. And these help. These make me smarter, because they do. They up my charisma stat like crazy. You have no idea. So that's where I'm at. And it's great. And I'm loving it. I'm loving doing it. And I'm super happy, of course, because I got 99%, which I already, when I took the test from him, like when I physically was like, I'm going to do these, I was like, I'm going to 100% these. And he's like, you better. And I 100%ed like 2 or 4 of them. So I think that's pretty good. I think that's really good. Yay.